Hi, this is tutorial number 1 on object-oriented programming in PHP. In this tutorial, I will teach 3 things. Number 1, how to define a class, get a list of classes, and finally, we will see how to check if a class exists. So let's see how to define a class. Defining a class is very easy. All you have to do is just write the class keyword and then the name of the class. So how it works? So for example, you have an egg, and if you look at an egg, you can say it's an egg. This is how you define a class, simply. So you have a class and then you have students. Simple. You can write whatever you like, hen class, or you can say like employees, anything you like. For now, I'm just writing student. So this is how you define a class, just a class keyword, then the name, and then curly braces. In the upcoming videos, we will do more stuff with the classes, but for now, let's focus on how to define a class. Number 2, how to get a list of all the classes. So very easy, all you have to do is just write like this. As you can see, I have made use of this function called getDeclareClasses. If you go to the PHP website, and you will see that getDeclareClasses returns an array with the name of defined classes. I will put this link in the description below, you can read that. Now coming back, we see that it returns all the classes in an array. So we assigned it to a variable and we have to show the contents of an array, so we make use of implode. You can check implode from this link. It says that it joins array with a string. So I go back, and in my editor you can see I have comma separated the classes. So if we have like 50 classes, it will put a comma after each class name, so it becomes easier for us to read. Let's see how it looks like. So I saved it, I went back to my browser and refreshed the page, and as you can see that we have all the classes. You might be asking that these classes are not defined by us, but these are built-in defined classes according to your PHP. So I will not get into that much depth, but just consider that these are built-in classes of PHP, and our defined class is right there at the end. So this is how we see that what are the classes which are defined. Number 3, how to check if a class exists or not. To check that, all you have to do is just make use of this function called class_exists. In this function, we put the name of the class which we would like to search in our current program. So we write if statement, then the function, and then under that we write the name of the class and see if it exists or not. It's very simple. I put an HR tag before it, so it becomes easier for us to read. So let's see that in action. Click save and then back, and see it says the class exists. So let's see if we change the name to student only. You see our class definition is student, but we are looking for students class. So I go back and let's say class does not exist. So we have learned 3 things in this tutorial. Number 1, how to define a class. Number 2, get a list of classes. And number 3, check if a class exists or not. All these tutorials are available here on my website blog.hfrasm.com. You can check that. Thank you for watching.